The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Now he goes spin. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
3rd down.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for yards. And that will be incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
The 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the Raiders' 21-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
All right, Brad, I know we're in early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact, the force incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Parkey's kick is good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for only a couple. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
At the 36-yard line.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get to Woods, but it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
From the 44, Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts. A
run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen them punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. It's Drake. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's caught inside the 20. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 69 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game. The one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and and 10. So he sits right on where the yard to gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
On first down, Drake might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Brought him down. A gain of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 9 now.
At the Browns, 28.
Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Now Mayfield lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Chubb. Taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Mayfield on first down. Being chased out left. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Flushed out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Now the return here is Scott at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Looking for the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Carlson on quarterback.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Daniel Carlson to kick.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
To kick off for Las Vegas.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Fielded in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
2-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Cleveland Farrell. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. They'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
That's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2nd and 2. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard
drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Cleveland Farrell, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Forced out to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nick Kwiatkowski able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here, I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
10 more yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
And teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game. It's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Now Mayfield lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. He's into the end zone. It's a full return from 6 and a Raider touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Very quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Browns on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 14. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, Cleveland.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And again, it's Mayfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
17 yards. First down, Browns.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down after the sack. Oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. This is the tight end, Njoku. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
4th down.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting